My best friend at work invited me to a dinner party. I have something you're really going to want to see. I accepted and pulled up to his house later that night. Nate opened the door. You made it. Come in, come in. I walk in and ask, who else is here? He responded, you'll see. I followed Nate into the kitchen and saw her. Tara from HR, who I had talked to Nate about every day. I would always chicken out every time he told me to ask her out. This was perfect. Nate must have invited her for me. But then Nate walked over and put his arm around her waist. The wine bottle nearly slipped from my hands. Nate announced me as I stood there. Dustin is here, everybody. Dustin, you know Tara, right? She's my girlfriend. The word hit me like a fist. Girlfriend. His girlfriend. I spent months telling him about Tara, about how I felt, about how I was going to ask her out soon. I just needed the right moment. And the whole time he was plotting to date her behind my back. Nate then asked me, you okay, man? You look pale. I then responded, I'm fine. Just surprised. I didn't know you two were together. Dinner was torture. Nate kept touching her hand. She kept laughing at things he said. But worse than that was the betrayal. Nate was supposed to be my friend, the guy who knew everything. He looked at me and began talking. So Dustin, you've been quiet tonight. Everything good? I took a long drink of wine. Just processing. He then questioned, processing what? I don't answer. Come on, man. We tell each other everything, right? I stare through him now. Do we? Do we tell each other everything? He looked confused. What's that supposed to mean? I kept poking, just wondering why you invited me. You're my best friend. Why wouldn't I invite you to a dinner party? The next words left my mouth before I had time to stop them. To watch you with her? Nate set down his fork. With Tara. I looked at him directly and just let it all go. The same Tara I've been talking about for 6 months. The one you kept telling me to ask out. Remember those conversations, Nate? All those lunches where you said just go for it and what's the worst that could happen? Tara's eyes widened and Nate responded. I remember. I kept going. And you just what? Decided to ask her out yourself? I pushed back from the table and stood up. I get it. I waited too long, been too careful, too afraid of rejection. You saw an opportunity and took it. That's what I should have done, right? Be more like Nate? Congratulations. You win. Nate then softly responded, sit down. I question why, and he stands up to respond. Because you need to hear this. You're right. You should have made a move. You should have asked her out months ago instead of just talking about it while doing absolutely nothing. Do you know how frustrating it's been watching you waste all this time? Each word landed like a punch, so I try to throw one back. So you thought you'd just swoop in? He interrupts me now. So I thought I'd finally make you do something about it. Nate's voice was loud now. If you liked her all this time, you should have made a move, but you didn't. So make one now. I get taken off guard and ask, what? He then keeps persisting. Ask her out, right now. I stared at him. She's your girlfriend. Tara finally spoke up. Dustin, ask me. My brain couldn't process what was happening. I don't understand. Nate then responded, we're not dating. We've never dated. Tara came to me 2 weeks ago because she'd been waiting for you to ask her out and you never did. Sound familiar? Tara then chimed in. Apparently you're not the only one who can spend months overthinking things. I kept hoping you'd make a move. You never did. So I went to Nate and asked for help. I'm still processing. This was his way of help? Nate then proclaimed, to make you jealous enough to finally do something. Every other approach failed, so we went nuclear. I looked at Tara. You wanted me to ask you out? For months, she said. Every conversation by the coffee machine, every time you walked past my desk, every elevator ride. I thought I was being obvious. Tara now stood up and walked over to me. So, she said, are you going to ask me, or do we need to stage a fake wedding next? I look at Tara and finally muster up the courage to ask, Tara, will you go out with me? She laughed, called me a coward, and said no.